Welcome, lovely people. Today, I am on my Switch, and I am on my Switch because Meps has just released an announcement to let us all know some things. So I'm going to read that to you. All worlds will be taken offline at 6 a.m. PT on January 31st, 2024, to launch Game Update 140 and to merge Switch US and Switch EU servers. Downtime may last up to 10 hours. So this is going to prepare us for Valentine's Day event, and the Switch merge will allow all Switch players to play together on the same server. What happens to conflicting character or league names? So the US and EU Switch worlds have shared names since launch, so conflicts should not exist except in a few exceptional circumstances. In these rare circumstances, the most recently active name will persist, while the other will be granted a rename token, so the same thing that has happened many times before. Where will the server be located geographically? So the combined Switch world will be located in the US. This may result in a minor increase in lag for distant players. So, here I have my Switch. You can see up the top here there is more than one account. So this is a US account right here. It's where I play DC. There are two other accounts, both of which are not US and have access to the EU server. So I have concerns. Someone actually voiced a couple of my concerns in the information below. So at the moment, the Switch is laggy. It is very, very laggy. It has so much lag that sometimes you cannot complete tasks because you can't see what's coming. Basically, anyone who plays on Switch has kind of had to grow accustomed to playing without knowing exactly what's happening, and some people are very good at it. But the more and more that it gets laggy and worse, the harder it is for people to complete tasks and missions, and the less people play and move to other consoles, which is what has happened to a good chunk of my friends and other people that I played with on Switch. We're just not there much anymore. So, because of that, I'm interested in the fact that they're now merging those two things and potentially increasing the lag for the EU server. And I'm curious whether this could also increase the lag for the US server, because currently it is bad. Most people are not happy with it. A lot of people are moving to other consoles in spite of the fact that all the work and money they've put in is on this console, is on Nintendo, or is on the Switch. So, I don't know how to feel. I like that I will be able to, like, maybe I'll grab every character I have on the EU server and I will be able to get them into my league with my US characters and we'll all be on a league together. Great, we can transfer items between each other. Great. But is it going to be more laggy? Is this going to be more difficult for me to play? Is there going to be less tasks and missions that we're able to complete because of this? What's Dakota City going to be like? I mean, at the moment, Dakota is like the worst place to go. Everything is so slow. I could play the entire daily missions in Dakota City and never see an enemy. It's happened to me a couple of times before. I feel like this isn't a good thing. I could be mistaken. I mean, I could be like, it might not be as bad as it sounds to me, but it sounds bad to me and I'm concerned. The reason that I stopped playing, why are you not teleporting? Correct button. See, right now I am pressing A so that I can go to the House of Legends, but guess what she is not doing? Let's try warping there. Oh, now it would like to work. First thing I tried to do and it already is lagging. So I don't know how to feel about this. I'm concerned, and a person expressed the same concerns as me in the comments. Okay, so I'm going to head to Dakota City and give you an example of what I mean. If you are already a Switch player, you will already know what I'm talking about here. That when you go to Dakota City, it is shocking. Sometimes this loads and I press here and it will transport me back to the start of House of Legends for some reason. But let's try this. I'll laugh if I get in there and it's actually good today. Sometimes it's alright. I will say, it has never been perfect. It always has some kind of a lag issue. But sometimes it's not as bad as other days. So let's jump down the building and see how long it takes for the enemies to appear. Because if this is what the lag is now, and I am on the US server now. I get that they're merging it because on EU, there is a massive lack of players. It is very difficult to get into groups and things. I barely play on there. I go in, collect dailies, maybe do stabilizer, get off. Because I don't want my characters to lose anything. I want them to collect their dailies. And maybe things will get better. I've actually been waiting for Nintendo to bring out a better console so that this will work better, but who knows? Who knows what's going to happen? Man, that is such a long load screen in here. So long. All right. Hello, Cyborg. Nice to see you. All right, let's have a look and see how quick it takes for the enemies to appear. Can you see no red dots on my map there? Often I'll get down here and there are no red dots, but there will be enemies shooting at me. Not today, though. Not today. No enemies. White dot here. Is there something going to appear? No? Yes, I see a red dot on my minimap. Is there an enemy? No. Do you see what I mean? Like, anything happening would be nice. Oh, I see the van. See if we can do it. No, we can't. And I also just realized I have no sound on, so that's great. Oh, look at that. Wasted time doing this and didn't get a single thing, but somehow I got 2 of Eben's forces were stopped by me standing here pressing this button that's not functioning. I'm still stuck here. I can't attack the shadow giant in front of me. It can't unlock the van. The lag in here is really shocking. And by merging these two and telling us openly that there is likely to be more lag for EU players, it's a good thing and a lucky thing, here we go, that I play mainly on the US server for this. Look at this, we can't even see what damage I'm doing here. This is why I play on Xbox and PlayStation, because this is completely pointless. A waste of time. Something that would take me a few minutes now takes hours sometimes, or is just so pointless that I won't do it. And now the EU server is supposed to come over here and deal with this lag. The reason there are less players is because of this lag. Merge it, sure, but don't merge it because of the lack of players. Fix the lag. The reason we left is because of the lag. We will play if this doesn't happen, but it just keeps happening. This is working a little bit. I can't, apparently my loadouts are not happening when I press the buttons. So, for those of you who don't play on Switch, this is what Switch players have been dealing with. This is why a lot of Switch players have stopped playing, and this is why a lot of Switch players have gone over to Xbox and PlayStation. Because this is not fun. Why would you play something that is not fun? No damage being taken, or maybe it is, and I just can't see it. But this is very, very poor. And I will say, though, this is one of the worst places I can go to show you this. But everywhere has issues. This is just one of the worst. So, I think you get the idea. It's not like I've left this area either. I'm staying relatively close here, just waiting for things to happen. I haven't run off to another spot, because when you do that, it gets worse again. You can see. So, this is on the US server. If I'm supposed to also have EU players in here, that's not going to help us. This issue still exists. There's just more people who are going to be dealing with the exact same problem. So, if the reason for this merge is because players have left and you need more on the servers, this will not bring back any players. This will only make it worse. If they want to have players come back, they need to repair the lag somehow. And I realized that the lag issue isn't just this game's fault. This is an issue with the console as well. And I get that. But if this is supposed to be a repair too, which it doesn't say that, I'm making a large assumption here. But if this is supposed to repair the issue of players being down and now you'll have more players, it's going to be better. It's not going to fix that. There won't be more players. It will just be more laggy, which is the reason people left. So I would be back here if I wasn't experiencing this lag. I would play on the Switch. This is where all my effort has gone into. This is where my best characters are. Like, I can show you. I will log out of here. Okay, so here you can see I have a lot of characters here. I have put a lot of effort into my characters here. I played through them for 3 years trying to make sure I maintained them because I love them. Even the ones with abilities that are not my preference, that are just okay, I look after them. I know I'm talking like they're real, but I do care about them. I like my game here. And I would really like it to function well. And I understand that it's not DC's fault that it does not function well. I understand there are console issues, and, you know, that's fine. But if this is supposed to fix it, it's not going to, and it's making me think that this is probably going to become worse. For people who play already on the US server, there will be potentially more people. I say that, but there's not a lot of people who play on Switch anymore because of the lag. But potentially, more people trying to battle for the same things that are lagging and we can't get. I can tell you the lag for EU is just as bad as the lag for US, which I can show you, in fact. Okay. So, this is my Switch EU server game. You can already see I'm lagging at the Cersei collection, so that's fun. The reason I can collect on Cersei here and not on my other one is because the reset for EU is at a different time of day than the reset for US, which is something I've become very accustomed to. Oh, at least this is working a little faster. I'm not sure how I feel about this. Because there are things I like about this. I like the idea of being able to play, you know, with everybody. I think that's great. I like the idea of all of my characters being able to be in the same league now. Very much like that. But I feel like the lag is going to be worse. Let's go and see. This is actually moving a little faster than when I was on US, so I'm hoping this might be a little bit better. Actually, I say that, but I would like to show you that it's bad. But I would like it to work, so I don't know. Hopefully it works better than the US one I just showed you, because that was quite bad, but there has been worse. There has been times I have been there and I haven't seen a single enemy. I just see the red targets for them, and that takes a little while. Usually my character's getting hit a lot, and I'm having to shield and run because I can't shoot them back for a little while till the red target appears. I never actually get to see an enemy. It's really fun when I play with other people and I'm like, yeah, I can't see that. I can't see that either. I can't see that. But again, I am playing on the US server and I am not in the US. So I understand I'm to expect more lag than other people. But now apparently everybody on EU is going to expect more lag. This is actually moving quite quick. I'm quite happy with this. Hopefully it does so down here too. At least a little better than US. No. We have no red dots on the map. We have no enemies. We are in dead space. And I'll have a look. Oh, that is the wrong button. I'm used to the other controllers. But if I have a look at the map, I am the only person in the population of this world. So no one has just been here and killed all these enemies. This is just lag. They are both just as bad as each other. I was kind of hoping this would be a little better, but also not. I'm conflicted with this. I want you to see. I want you to see what Switch players have to deal with. Here we go, red dot. Because it's bad. It's really difficult to play. And I love this game, and I would play on Switch happily. But oh, here we go. Look at this. This is working a little better. I can actually see the damage I'm doing. So that's nice. See, it is working a little better than US. But not for long, apparently. Oh no, we're stuck. We are frozen. There we go. So, there's another red dot, finally. For those of you who don't play on Switch, or play on multiple consoles, including the Switch, you will know that this is, by comparison, shocking. Oh, I'm so sad. These are supposed to spawn quite quickly from here. Oh, there we go. Well, at least you guys spawned quite quickly. There we go, and we can close it up. So this is working a little bit better than US server, so that's good. But that's probably location. I am not in the US. Therefore, this one works a bit better. But you can still see this is really bad. Someone at the door? Oh, what's up? Okay, come through. Hey? It's a very bad time, but that's okay. Go through, sweetie.
So normally I would cut anything that has someone else walking through the shot, but because I was attempting to show you the length of time things take, I can't cut it and still do that. So I've left it in, and now you get to see me instead of them. You're welcome.
I have never actually heard this music in Dakota City before. I have had the sound on once before in here, and this is not what I heard. This is pointless. Oh, yay! This is so slow. See, look, I am so bored of this already and annoyed with the speed that I'm going to collect this and leave. I am not going to complete that 30 because this is ridiculous. I can't even tell if I'm taking damage. I'm holding A. I can't collect this. What is the point of this? Oh, it worked apparently. Thanks for letting me know. But I can't be bothered. And I'm sure there are other people who also cannot be bothered. This is such a waste of my time. So, I say that. I'm playing a game. But it is. It's a waste of time when I can play on another server and do better than this and faster than this, get more done, play with other people because nobody is here. Nobody is playing on Switch, which I completely understand and agree with. I don't know if the idea is that merging these two servers is going to be beneficial and helpful in this regard. It might not be the point at all, but it's concerning to me that I don't think it's going to be beneficial. I think it's going to be detrimental. I could be mistaken. I guess we'll find out. But this does open up the question of when are they going to merge PS-US, PC-US, PC-EU, and PS-EU? Because seems like that's probably where they're tracking, which I love that idea. I do wonder, though, what happens if I'm playing on multiple servers with one account. I'm curious if that means that I lose characters or if they come across and then I have to somehow... Because if I've got too many, maybe I pay for extra slots for as many as I can and keep who I choose and don't keep the rest. I have no idea. But I'm curious, because if they're merging now with Switch, I have a feeling they'll be merging with PS later. And if that's the case, then cool. But also, how? I really would like to know. And I would completely understand if they were going to just delete one of the sets of characters that I have on the server that's not my main server, because they have to merge it somehow. But I'm hoping that I would be able to keep both sets of characters. I actually really like the idea of merging those because there's a lot of players on there and that's fun. And it's not lagging. But on here, I'm concerned. And I don't know what's going to happen. I mean, I don't play on here much anyway because of the lag, so I guess it wouldn't change my life too much. But I would like it to improve. I love it on here and I want to play. Anyway, there will be a shutdown. It's going to last about 10 hours, and at the end of that, a whole bunch of update will occur on everybody's server, but also the Switch servers will become one. So, actually, I mean, they've already said, Mepp has already let us know that the most recent player to play their character with the same name as another is the one who will keep their name, and the other one will get a change of name token. And I've just realized that quite recently people have had to pay for changes of name and things like that. I hope that someone who has paid for a name change on Switch now doesn't suddenly lose it and have a change of name token, because that would really suck. it's not something I've ever done. I'm not really interested. The names aren't that big of a deal to me, and I understand they are for other people. So for those people, I really hope this doesn't mess you up. Anyway, I just thought I would let you guys know what's happening and show some people what people who play on Switch are dealing with, and why it's kind of less players there and everyone coming onto other consoles is because it's not fun and there's no one here. So, yeah, have a good one. Bye, guys.